Welcome back. We're on part 5 of episode 93, and it's time to start getting into the SummerSlam predictions. Starting off with the pre-show kickoff. United States Championship match. Rob Van Dam gets a shot at Dean Ambrose's U.S. title, and I think he's going to win. I don't want him to win, but I think he's going to do it. I think that this is one of those situations where the Shield has been really overlooked a lot lately, and Dean Ambrose hasn't done shit with the United States title. Everybody thought, oh, this is going to be so great because he's, this internet darling and all that, and he hasn't had a damn feud with it, and they might be looking for something fresh. So I think they're going to keep the Rob Van Dam popularity going now that he's just returned, and they're going to give him the title. Kick off the show with a title change.
Well, technically, it's not kicking off the show. It's kicking off before the pay-per-view goes on the air.
Yeah.
But that's kind of a big drop. You go from main eventing Money in the Bank on your return match to not even being on the pay-per-view officially. I do not see Van Dam winning the title. It'd be nice for my team in the fantasy points. Believe me, I could take the points. But I don't see RVD winning the title. Maybe there's some sort of shenanigans where it's like a no finish and they build up to Night of Champions. But I see this storyline progressing past this, but no title change.
I'm in agreement with that. I also think Ambrose is retaining the title, and my reason is Van Dam got a clean pin on him tonight on SmackDown. They've insinuated very heavily that Big Show and Henry are going to be in his corner, and the Shield is going to be out there, which kind of plays into what Braden said with the shenanigans. I think that this program continues until Night of Champions, where RVD faces Ambrose again and possibly wins the belt there, and Show and Henry face the remaining members of the Shield. I do think that Ambrose is retaining the title. They just made this match on Monday. Enough hasn't happened for a title change. And they're clearly still high on the Shield, so I think Ambrose retains the title.
I actually have to disagree on that in terms of them being high on the Shield. Because from what I'm hearing, they're actually thinking about pushing the Shield in favor of the Wyatts. That the Wyatts are going to start taking that slot that the Shield was at, and you're going to start seeing less and less emphasis on the Shield, at least as a group. With that being said, I think Dean Ambrose is going to walk away with the belt. I think he's going to stay the champ, only because it still keeps them in some form of a spotlight without having to be a part of the Shield. I think right now you're going to start seeing more emphasis on the individuals of the Shield than as a group, because now the big group that's in WWE is the Wyatt family. So I think Dean Ambrose is going to hold on to it, and I see this actually going into at least the next pay-per-view.
Did you read the Shield thing on... Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead. You can go. It's fine.
Thank you. Thank you for the invitation.
How very posh of you.
Fuck off.
In terms of basically him losing it, I don't see it. Rob Van Dam is part-timer at the moment. They don't know how long his contract's going to last, so I see him and Van Dam probably having some great matches. They'll probably continue the feud on for a while, but I don't see him dropping the title anytime soon. I do believe they are going to probably end up doing a Wyatt family versus Shield feud eventually, where they will take the titles, but just not now.
What do you think, Drew?
Let me tell you, I think there's going to be a 5-star frog splash and then a spear out of nowhere, so Dean Ambrose wins by DQ.
Wouldn't Rob Van Dam win?
Because Roman Reigns is going to interfere and give him a spear.
He's going to turn on Dean Ambrose?
No, a spear to Rob Van Dam.
Yeah, he spears Rob Van Dam. Then how does Dean Ambrose win by DQ?
Don't worry, Tony. It's just a scratchy moment. Drew.
I think what he means is he's going to retain the title.
Oh, all right. I'm like, what's going on here? There's going to be like some double turn or something's going on.
With Drew White booking logic, it doesn't make sense. I'm like, oh, fuck. I don't even... Just continue.
I hope that I'm wrong. I don't want to see Rob Van Dam win the title. I don't think Dean Ambrose is really doing shit with it, but I just don't like Van Dam, so I don't fucking want to see him win anything for the most part. Anybody else have anything about like the quality of the match? I'm not really excited about it.
It's going to be 5-star, as in 5-star frog splash. Shrug.
Should be good for pre-show quality. I mean,
it's going to be though. Go.
For maybe a match that we're going to bring up later on, that's Total Diva advertisement. Certainly, this belongs on the card a little more than that. So
Definitely think that it's going to be, like, pre-shows have been good recently. I definitely think that it's going to be one of the better matches on the show. It doesn't have to be as relevant. It doesn't have as much story, but I think it'll be a decent match. RVD's been pretty good since he came back, so.
Yeah, I think it's going to be the whole effing show. So, yeah.
All right, that kind of wraps up everything with this one. We're going to move on. Ring of Fire match, Bray Wyatt versus Kane in part 6.